400 years. For 400 years, we have performed, analyzed, and made Macbeth into countless movies. But how so? Why is it that this 400-year-old play, written by William Shakespeare, has been so popular? Well, this is because Shakespeare made his plays incredibly relatable. Not only relatable to his time period, but relatable to all generations which came after him. He did this by critiquing the human psyche, and as it turns out, even though society around us has changed, our way of thinking hasn't changed from his time. So, what is the one aspect of thinking which remains the same? Well, look no further than Macbeth, and how he let power get to his head, and how he eventually descended into craziness. This is a path many people in a position of power take, even in our day. Want an example? Well, let's take a look at another authoritative ruler such as Macbeth, Kim Jong-un. So, what did he do that relates him to Macbeth? Well, he killed the only person remotely as powerful as him to secure his own power, and that man he had executed also happens to be his uncle. This is similar to what Macbeth did by killing his best friend Banquo, as Banquo was a threat to Macbeth's rule in Scotland. The article by the New York Times shows how Kim Jong-un is securing power. Paranoia is a driving factor forcing him to do this, and he will do this by any means necessary, much like Macbeth. Think this doesn't happen in democracies? Well, think again, because now it's Nixon's time in the spotlight. We all know about the infamous Watergate scandal, and how he was the first president to resign because of that. But his motive behind all this was again linked to paranoia. He had a mindset that the media and the Democrats were against him, and he wanted to satisfy his paranoia by bugging the office of the Democratic National Committee. This article by The Guardian has analyzed some of the tapes which revealed Nixon's involvement in the scandal. The articles explained how Nixon wanted to discredit his opponents by committing shady acts, something that no president should do. But again, it was paranoia which fueled these actions. He feared that he may soon lose his power, so he did everything he could to keep his power. There are a few scenes in Macbeth which tie in these ideas. In Act 3, we see how Macbeth too feels threatened by his friend, much like Kim Jong-un, and he believes that Banquo will kill him if he doesn't do so now. Again, we see paranoia in Act 5, where Macbeth refuses the counsel of others and trusts the witches and his poisoned mind. And that is a connection to our modern day society. People in a position of power tend to lose themselves to paranoia. It was true in Shakespeare's time, and is true in our time. So, what message from Shakespeare's work does society still need to learn today? Perhaps the leaders need help, and should be surrounded by people to advise them. In Macbeth's case, he shoves aside all counsel and only consulted evil, the evil being the witches. Running a country should be similar to a group project. It takes more than one to achieve the end result.